Hi, Mattress Mack here with my friend Christian. Welcome to the Kelvin Banks Gallery Furniture Special Show as we talk about the great game the Longhorns had against Kansas, right?
Great game, Mac.
Coming up. Mattress Mack, Gerald, Christian here with the great Kelvin Banks, University of Texas football team. Another big win. How'd it feel?
Yes, sir. It felt good just to get another win on the right side of the column.
Did Kansas do anything to surprise you?
Yeah, they had a couple different movements. They did a lot of movements between the edges and throughout the line. So yeah, they kind of switched up their game plan a little bit.
Listening to Coach Sark's post-game conference regarding the balance attack, regarding the passing game and the running game, how were you guys able to implement that throughout the week's practice and dominate like you guys did on Saturday?
I would say just emphasizing being able to run the ball as well as you can throw it, because I feel, in my opinion, and I feel like in the team's opinion as well, the more you can open up that run game, the more you can get the guys on the outside open and also let the quarterback, Quinn Ewers, do his thing as well.
Mr. Ewers threw some terrific passes, didn't you think?
Yes, sir, he definitely did. He threw some great passes.
He can zing that ball right in there, right?
Yes, sir. It'd be times in practice where he'll throw the ball when we're doing like a walkthrough, and I'll just hit the ball like zip past my ear, and I look back and I'm like, hey man, you get a little too close to my head, and then I'll just be surprised about how like quick he can get the ball out of his hand. So yeah, it's definitely great seeing that.
Now his passes are great, but what about yesterday? He had a 35, 40-yard run for for a touchdown. Again, you threw the power block. He came out your side. So talk to us a little bit about. I know you guys kind of kid him a little bit, but he's got a little speed in his game also.
Yes, sir. He definitely does. I feel like after he got that touchdown in Baylor, his mindset when he sees that open lane, he's gonna take it. So we definitely make fun of him a little bit, kind of joking with him, telling him he runs a little too fast for himself sometimes, but he definitely can get out and run. So it's very cool getting to see him do that.
The second quarter, I watched a little bit of the game. I had to work, but I saw y'all ran a screenplay, and the pass was incomplete, but I thought maybe you were going to catch it and run off with it.
I definitely remember that. That was definitely a thought in my mind to take it and run, but I didn't want to make no quick decisions and get hit.
Kelvin, I want you to talk about something, because I've noticed something that you guys do, and y'all have done it every single game, and that is you guys come out. You don't just jump on the opponent. You guys start, you're very consistent. But as the game goes on, you guys get real strong. And you guys come in, you start at 7-13. All of a sudden, you guys got 40 points on the board. So do you preach that? How you guys stay into the game, but you're very aggressive, and you guys get stronger as the game goes on?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like as a team, we definitely want to start the game like we finish sometimes, but I feel like we go in with a game plan and we try to execute as best we can. And like you said, Coach Sark preaches that a lot. Make sure we finish the game, and I feel like last year we didn't finish all games how we wanted to. So that's kind of a big thing that we try to kind of implement coming out of halftime, like telling guys, hey, the game's not over. Let's keep rolling. Let's just keep executing the plays and get things rolling. So I feel like by us doing that, it helps us a lot. Like you said, finishing the second half of the game.
How much do you take out of how intelligent you got to be to pick up these schemes? A lot of people don't understand how smart you have to be to pick up the plays. They just think you guys go out there, put your hand in the dirt, and then fire off. So talk a little bit about the install and how cerebral you got to be with the concepts.
Yeah, you definitely got to be on your P's and Q's, as I would say, when he's installing the playbook. Because like you said, people will just see you and going left and right and like, all he got to do is just run that way and he'll be all right. It's definitely not like that at all. You got to kind of work your way off the defense as well. So if they send this guy on the blitz, it might change what you got to do in that play. So it's definitely kind of tough through the week, just making sure you know what to pick up from the defense point of view as well.
A lot of time in sports, they talk about great players being able to slow the game down. Explain to some layman like me who never played anything but the bench what that means.
Obviously, you really can't slow the game down. It's not going to slow down for you, but it's kind of just basically just having, as an O-line, just having one set of eyes as a whole O-line thinking the same way. And also just for yourself, it's kind of just like looking at your guy and just analyzing what he's doing before he gets his ball gets off the ball, or his pre-snap reads or whatever he's doing pre-snap. Just looking at him and just trying to kind of analyze like the little things that he gives away during the play.
So you're reading them like a poker player would read the other player.
Yes, sir. That's a good way to put it. That's a great way to put it. That's definitely how you're doing it.
Not only are you reading it, but man, I'm looking and I'm grading that film every week. All 5 of you guys are on the same page. So I know you guys, well, y'all got to be spending a lot of time talking about that because y'all haven't had any busted assignment, missed assignment. No, not all the people pancaking. But as I'm watching the film, old quarterback's looking pretty good in that pocket. He's just sitting there, taking his time. So you guys got to be very proud that nobody's been able to get back there and touch your quarterback like that.
Yeah. We're most definitely, whenever the quarterback comes out clean, it's most definitely a great day for the O-lineman. So we try to, we try to focus up, like you said, just make sure we all stay, like you said, locked in and trying to analyze each guy and make sure we do our job.
Tell Gerald he's watching too much Longhorn film. He's calling me this morning.
I am.
He's calling me this morning when I'm at church.
Hey.
Gerald needs to be at church, not watching Longhorn film.
I really was.
Now you guys are off to the first 5-0 start since the national championship season of 2005. Can you tell us about the energy and the environment around campus in the city of Austin? How are the fans and the student faculty? How's everybody embodying this 5-0 start?
They're definitely excited. It'd be times where I'll go to class and they'll just be asking, like, some kids would be asking questions about the team and just, just want to know. We want to know a little bit about what's going on the inside, which I can't really tell them that much. But you can tell that the community is definitely excited about the way we're playing football right now. So I hope to keep it going and hope to keep them coming to the game and being excited for us.
Now here's the most important question of the week. How is that Kelvin Banks famous Tempur-Pedic mattress from Gallery Furniture working?
It's working great. It definitely helps me get good rest tonight every night. So I love it.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Now, have you been seeing a difference in your day-to-day functions as you get a great night's sleep, 6 to 8 hours sleep? Have you been seeing a major difference?
Yes, sir. I definitely see a big difference. Kind of, especially like waking up in the morning. I got to wake up a little earlier than most people. So just waking up in the morning, I feel like it gets a little harder because the mattress is definitely soft and it's comfortable. But it definitely gives you energy to get up and go ahead and get going throughout your day. So I love it.
Are you ready for Boomer Sooner?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm definitely ready for this game. I feel like this atmosphere of this game is going to be very good as well. So I'm pumped up.
So, did you like playing in the Cotton Bowl last year against Oklahoma?
Oh, yes, sir. I loved it. The atmosphere was great. It was kind of one of those games you grow up watching as a little kid, and you want to play it so bad. And it finally got to come true for me. So it was very great.
Do you do anything different in the Oklahoma week? Leading up to Shark, does he have some special kind of things that are going on? Because it's just so, it's so big.
No, we really don't try to switch it up too much. We try to, keep the same routine and just go about it like every other game. Treat it like a regular game, championship game, kind of like a business trip every week. So we kind of keep the same routine every week.
With an important week like this, and I'm liking that you guys keep an even keel. You don't try to do anything special or anything like that. Now, when do you first notice, like when you guys get up to Dallas? When do you really notice, like, okay, man, this game here is just a little bit different? Is it the day of the game or a little bit before? You see the pep rallies or those kind of things?
In my opinion, I feel it's the bus ride to the stadium.
That's right.
Because when you get through that crowd, and this is literally every game we have, so it's kind of like no different, but like OU kind of brings a little different mentality with it. You see all the people throwing the horns down, and it's kind of like that mentality, looking at them like kind of like keep that same energy after the game. Once the game starts, you know what I'm saying? Kind of give you that extra little pump of just seeing people who are against you kind of make you want to play even harder.
So they're doing this to you?
They're doing that.
They doing that the whole bus ride. That's all you see is the horns down, man.
And they're calling you some bad names too, right?
From time to time, they definitely do call us a couple of bad names.
You guys put a 50 burger on them, okay? So I know that they're going to be aware of that. So sometimes you guys discuss that, saying, hey, listen, these guys are going to be motivated. We put up 50 points on them, that's half a century on them last year. So do you anticipate them to come out with some revenge?
Yes, as any football player should think, no football player likes to get blown out, and I feel like even myself, if I was Oklahoma and you know what I'm saying, like you said, we had a pretty good game, we scored pretty well, we stopped them from scoring. That definitely be in the back of my mind every play, just knowing like, hey, these guys played very hard against us last year, and knowing that like, hey, they're not gonna let up on us, man. So they're gonna keep on pushing, they're gonna keep on fighting and try to you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a good game.
Kelvin, great to talk to you. Keep sleeping great and performing like a champ. You're a champ.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Great to talk to you, and hook 'em horn.
Yes, sir. Hook 'em.
Go Horns,
Go get
hook 'em.
'em.
Thanks for listening to Kelvin Banks Gallery Furniture Texas Longhorns Kansas game recap. Looking forward to seeing y'all next week after Texas takes on Oklahoma. And guess what, Christian? Texas 5-0.
5-0 and rolling.
5-0 and rolling. Buy yourself a new Kelvin Banks Tempur-Pedic mattress at Gallery Furniture. Gallery Furniture delivers free. You'll sleep great every night just like Kelvin does on that great Gallery Furniture Tempur-Pedic Kelvin Banks mattress.